two certainties of life: death and taxes. Let's talk about it. So hey guys, welcome to Appalachia's Homestead. We have been killing it today. I'm gonna get a GoPro at some point in my life. Maybe I can find a used one or something. Maybe I can, my mother's always asking me, what do you want for Christmas? Maybe that would be a good one. So, because today it is so hard to take you around, and I'm not complaining, I'm just saying I don't like to do a whole lot of sit-down videos. I do want to take you along for the day and the journey, but today it was supposed to be a beautiful sunny day, so the plan was to do as many chores outside today as we can, or could. Mowing, trimming, we chopped a tree, we've taken down brush, we've burned a brush pile, we've cleaned all the nesting boxes, we've been tending to the animals, we changed the brooders, we've been moving animals. Lunch was crackers and cheese. It was, let's get it done. So we're pretty much at the end of it, and boy, I'm gonna tell you. But I want to talk about two things because I was zooming around on the lawnmower, not near a cattle panel, by the way. My husband took that job. I was push mowing here and there and was trimming around the blueberries and all of these things today because we really want to get a good push on fall. I'm really worried we're going to get hit with a hardcore rainy season. We tend to do that. We go for a long time and then boom, you can't get anything done because it's so wet and rainy. I went to the mailbox to get the mail today because I was like, have we gotten the mail yet? Usually we're really good about getting the mail by, late breakfast, early lunch, which we skipped that, so we were working, so that threw us off. But two things. I mean to tell you, it's just like you get one step ahead, sugar, and then you're thrown back about 3. Amen. It doesn't matter what you do in life, where you live, or what your choices are. That does seem to be the way that it goes. I was just bragging this morning that I have an extra little squirrel fund. I have been saving a little money aside here and there on purpose for a year and 3 months. I mean, it's not huge. It could pay for at least a nice Christmas or two for one or two of my kids. It would afford a nice little day trip or so for me and my family. Just a little bit here and there. And what is so stinking funny is I was just literally talking about this yesterday and this morning. My husband's like, well, how did you do that? And I'm like, I'm wonderful. Okay? You go to the mailbox. Now, I knew somewhere in the back of my mind this was coming, and I had already prepared for this, but I just want to say, I spoke it into existence. 2 things you better prepare for on your homestead, in your life: death and taxes. If you don't know, I got injured a couple of months ago, and I have continued. I don't talk a lot about it because I don't want to seem like a whiny butt baby. I'm having a lot of trouble with my leg, my upper left thigh. I got hung up on a cattle panel, and it got hung up on me. And I'm lucky that I literally just did not tear the muscle out of my leg. But I did have to have quite a bit of medical treatment done. Now, a lot of it were scratches and the bruising. But those were ugly and nasty for, about 2 weeks or whatever, and I got past that. But what I had was one deep puncture. And it's been giving me quite a fit. But I hadn't gotten the medical bills yet. Well, they're coming in now. In fact, I expect 2 more. And my squirrel fund is no more. In fact, it's more than my squirrel fund. But I'm not going to have to stress as hard. We may not get to go out somewhere fancy anytime soon. We may not get to go to the Dixie Stampede. Or whatever. But I got to pay this. You're going to have to pay this. It is going to be an absolute somewhere down the line. Either that you, your husband, your spouse, or your children, or even one of your animals is going to get injured or very sick, and you're going to have to pay a medical bill of some sort. Please consider this. I don't hear people talking about this. Everybody talks about how to be homeopathic and how to heal this or whatever. Folks, I think that's wonderful. I think we need to know the world of, quote, being sick with no doctor. But I also want you to be prepared for, okay, you're really sick, and are you going to possibly risk a major bacterial infection or a blood infection or a staph infection, or a lot of different things that can happen to you if you were to get injured. If you get hit in the head, for crying out loud, like I did, you need to go and be checked out. 2 CT scans and a broken nose, guys, is going to cost you about $6,000 these days, okay? You need to know these things. So that's why I'm so anal, if I may say that freely, about these. And guys, even with as protective as I try to be and smart and wearing overall pretty good clothing, or I try to think ahead, I try to distract my animals. Animals are animals. They can run into you. They can hit you. I have to distract my animals. My animals are a little bit hefty, and I'm trying to, Jenny Craig them a little bit, because I'm going to tell you, when I go out there and work, I go purposely distract them to put them in a different paddock or field and shut the gate and lock it. Not because I don't trust them. I don't think they're going to try to hurt me, but I'm going to tell you, when that steer walks over and he wants me to love on him and he's loving on me and he knocks me into this leg right here, it about puts me on the ground, because I can't stand it. It hurts so bad. I can't even hardly drive my vehicle now without, I have to have a pillow. I carry a little mini pad pillow with me. If I'm sitting in the chair, if I'm sitting on my stool, I have to prop my leg. So it's not just about are you able to function properly, but I want you to think about the medical side. Death is certain. At least being sick is. Prepare for that. The next thing I want to talk about are taxes. Joy. It's like Christmas. They come every single year. The thing that you need to know about it is that your property taxes can change from the first year that we moved here and what we were quoted and what we paid to now going into our 5th. We've gone up 50%. Joy. So, and there's different reasonings for that. Property taxes go up, I guess, based upon different things that happen with your home and your property and things that you do. Taxes can go up. A lot of people that move from city to country do not think about having taxes. They're so used to making a house payment every month and having that money, and then when you go and you buy a house with property, things can be, done differently. You need to know that you're going to have taxes. Mine are due every February 28th. Lucky for me, they're the same price as last year, so I know what that's going to be. We have to, every time this time of year comes around, fall into early winter, we already know what's coming, and it's due by the end of February, and we have to come up with the money. You're going to have to come up with the money. So I want people to know that if you're getting into this lifestyle and you're going particularly from city to country, if you're not, even if you are not, whether you've worked with animals or not, you can get sick or injured. Medical bills, let me be the example over and over. You don't have to even live this lifestyle to get a viral attack on your heart. Let my husband be the example for that. And you know what I'm saying? I'm very, very serious about it, and that's why we're sympathetic to people talking about disease or fallbacks medically can make or break a family. It will make or break a homestead. If you get into debt, a lot of serious debt, and make bad decisions, please don't take on. Guys, there's a lot of things on this farm that I would really love to have that would make our life so much better. The reality is it's not smart for us to do right now. And it's okay if we wait. We find ways to make things work, or things just wait. It's not someone else's responsibility to pay for that. It's not anyone else's responsibility to necessarily trade or barter with me either. But if we can work things out with people in a very positive way, then that's what we will do. A tractor will wait. A small tractor will wait. It would be great, but it's going to wait. And I'm okay with that. So we work in modifications in ways that are really useful in terms of how we can put our own physical labor in it. But keep your finances as realistic and as free as possible. Squirrel away a little bit of money as you go along when you can. I don't care if it's $3 a month. Okay, this is really sound. Let this little hillbilly here tell you right now. $1 a month, $20 a month. Look for ways to get a free for all that if you weren't expecting. This money that I have kind of squirreled away for the past year and 3 months, I just did a little bit at a time. I wasn't missing it, and I left it alone. I left it alone, and I just let it. It's going to save the mass majority of this for me. Now I'm still waiting on 2 more medical bills. I'm holding my breath. I think they will be smaller than this. I think this is the big enchilada right here. So I hope this video helps you out. I just want to be realistic with you guys. I think that you're seeing a lot of things that just are not realistic and straight talk, all my mail here, in terms of homesteading these days. You need to know what you're getting into. You need for somebody to talk to you as much as possible about the realities and the how-tos, yes, but to deep think these subjects, because you can get in so much trouble so quick. It's one of those moments, truly, where you go, what would Granny say? I think we just did that. I think you know what she'd say. Hope you're well. We'll see you on the next video. Mama is time for a shower. Y'all take care out there.